Ma'am?
Okay, so um today I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it was more of a down day. We have snow on my first list. Snow was terrible. And I forget what the snowflake do. Are they insurance or what? Uh but
Your guess is as good as mine.
I can't remember what they do, but it looks like they didn't do anything until the end of the dia where they went down, which I don't know why, because it looks like they're doing good earnings wise. Their earnings came out. So if somebody wanted to take money, or the outlook must be terrible. But this is why
Data cloud.
this is why uh you don't trade on
Did you hear that? Data cloud.
I heard it loud and clear.
Okay,
Um
since you asked.
um so Macy's was next, over 8% down. Um, this is something I have been waiting for a while now. And yeah, uh, it took a dive today, like I expected it. Yesterday, it was a fake day to get people off the scent, but as usual, it just dove. So um, if you wanted to, if you got into Macy's and held it from yesterday, let's say you were in it and nothing happened and you held it today, then you definitely made over $1, and that is very good for Macy's. 23andMe, we know where that's at. Lyft, um, nothing has really changed here. It's kind of been in a terrible position. Why is this still? I don't know why. This is what did I do? Delete this? Um, so Lyft hasn't been doing too great. Uh, it was also going down today. Um, and it seemed like it continued even into the after hours. Hood 4% down, open. This was one that I wanted to get into, but I had forgot about it. Um, when it was above 3. Um, this is what happens when you forget to check your normal things that you check every day. You're always gonna forget something. So I wanted to get into this when it was above 3. Didn't. It hit above 3 today and then went down. So you could have had, like, 13, 14 cents. If you had got a lot of this, it makes a difference. Um, but overall, we put this back on the daily like it should be. Um, you can see that. Oh, come on, this is so terrible, man. Anyway, it's been going down. Let's try that. We got back up to this 5 level that we liked. It got up here again and then started going down. So we should get here. Back to this just under 2. So basically, you have another $1 to go. Uh, before you can even consider it coming back up. Uh, yeah, get in it now, do whatever you want to do, but it is going down. Yeah, I don't see it. It's lower here than it was before. It barely didn't even really get to 5. Um, and that's where we missed it because we were hoping that it would and it didn't. And so now it's sliding down, and you can still continue to get in it now. Obviously, it's better to get it above 3, but it's at 2.99, and it'll probably come back up tomorrow. So, our favorite Intel seems like it had a negative day today. Um, I don't have my charts or anything because for whatever reason my this chart's going weird. I don't have my trends or whatever. But this has been coming back down. I think it will, and I think hopefully I'm hoping we can get it at this 38 level, and then I'll come back to it. Google was negative also. Um, you know, $3 a day, almost $3 a day. I know what's his name? Odie or whatever his name. He was trading this.
Obi.
Obi was trading this, but it was a very good trade, especially if you got in yesterday or in the post pre-market. It was a nice trade. And overall, we see it hit its level here. This is going to be a 52-week high. It's not Google. It's not going crazy like all the other FANG stocks, as we can see. So it kind of hit it, went a little bit above, and then directly started going down. So this is apparently much weaker than all the other stuff like Meta and everything else that's going cray, Meta, Softy, and all those others. But we did hit a 52-week high here. It looks like, yep, and it immediately started to come back down. So we can say, hey, let's see if it comes back here, then reevaluates. But let's just see how this goes. So far, this week has been a relatively weak week. I'm assuming it will continue like that, but you never know because up until this week, everything has been very, very strong. So this is kind of like a week that I'm enjoying participating in because finally we're getting some downturns. But Google, one of the not so it's strong, but relative to the other FANG stocks, it's been somewhat muted and moderate. And it did hit a new 52-week high, but it directly went down. Piton, we know where this is going. This had that area that we had been looking at, the 7 area. For the new year, it barely touched it. It did, so we knew this was going to probably go down quickly. It went up for the new year, new me type thing, and then it immediately started going down. It stayed around 6 for a while, and then one day it just boom. Now it's at the 550, 560 area. Um, I don't see a reason why it would really come up. So I would just assume it will continue to go down. It looks like this will all be new to some extent for it. Yeah, it looks like this is all new territory, new lows for it. So it could possibly come up for a little bit, but I just don't see it happening because if you didn't buy one of these things for Christmas and the New Year, new you, you're not gonna buy it now into the spring
I
because
have some shares of this. Not at the best price, but yeah, I think there was a good opportunity today, but I think it's gonna come down maybe tomorrow.
so yeah, so you had to got it at 476, which to me that's a good price. And it seems like yesterday you could have got it even a little bit higher. Um, 480 or so, close to that. So um I would think it would continue to go down. So these were the past couple of days you could have gotten it. But I don't see it really, you know, if you get anything close to 5, try to jump on it, short it, see what you can do. If Lyft was negative today, usually that's going to make Uber negative, but just to a lesser degree. Um, uh, I don't even know why I'm talking about Uber, but yeah, it's I guess you could say. I'm guessing this is all-time highs. Yeah, so this is all-time highs, I'm guessing. So, you may want to consider a short on this. I don't see how this will last. Um, it did really good for earnings this time. So whatever they're doing, somebody likes, but it was negative. It before it, you know, they were supposed to lose money. They are making money now, so at least the past 3 quarters. Um, I just don't see. I don't know. I just don't see this as uh, a $80 stock. So in my mind, I would short this. Put this on our list for us to investigate further for a short watch. And because since it wasn't um, that negative, relatively speaking, the past couple of days, it may be a good day to go short this. Dollar Tree, um, we stopped watching this, and I know earnings was supposed to come out. It has,
When is it?
well, I don't know. Um, so obviously, this was in November, December, January, February. I'm guessing it would be sometime in March, early March.
You can check if you click on it, it tells
Fine.
you.
Where do you want me to click at?
Go back to positions and then go to the right-hand side.
Yeah, I know, but I just didn't want to do that because I wanted to talk about it first.
Okay, continue.
But
Sorry.
I will,
I'll look it up.
yes, if you could, that would be great. Uh, my mouse is kind of effed up, so it's hard for me to do stuff. Um, so uh, 14 days, March 13th. Let's see if I can do this. Anyway, um, so we were waiting to see what was going to happen, if it was going to do a little tank up or tank down like they have done in previous earning quarters. Um, right now we're getting at a level that it seems like we're just trending down. Like this is just moving itself down. So I would think we could come back down pretty soon, aka uh when we hit earnings. That would make sense to me. So it's something that I think we just want to watch out for. Um, we have EBC, and oh, finally I can move. Um, we know our price here for EBC. Um, it looks like it's also doing a trend down. Um, I just want to get it at a good price because the it didn't do well. It's not making money, but it just didn't do well, and it just bought out another bank or something like that. So that took a lot of cash too. It was a smaller bank, and so maybe a lot of people got afraid when we had that bank scare. So I do want to get some here, but I want to get it cheap. I want to get it at the right price. So we're just waiting, and when it's a good price, I am planning on buying. EBC, Amazon was negative. Amazon is also one of the FANG stocks that I don't know what the heck I was thinking by getting into this. And look what happened after closing. Yeah, I made a few dollars, yeah, but look, if I say it's just all this seems so crazy right here. Um, so yeah, this it's been muted just like Google. It hasn't been as strong. It hasn't even hit the 52-week new high, 52-week new high. It's gotten close, but this has been even more muted than Google. So it's one of those things that we've just been watching it cautiously. Earnings were good, like they always are going to be. I know they're dealing with the government taking them to court and stuff like that. So it's they're going through some stuff, and they're just not one of the strongest fangs. I was shorting this most of the day, and then this is what happened to me right after hours. I'm glad I didn't see that, but because I'm in a hey, I'm not holding stuff overnight anymore mode, then I just let it go. I took a hit of whatever this was, $90 or whatever here. Um, but it just didn't want to move. Um, and then all of a sudden it went down after hours. So that's just wonderful. Uh, this is not surprising. AMD, I don't need to tell you guys why. The chips have been hot like crazy and going up like crazy. So they are due to come high. They've hit 52-week all-time highs. Every high imaginable they've hit, and they've just gone past the previous 52-week. Now this consolidation, let's just hope that it will come down. Roku, we missed this play big when it jumped down. We were both in it in like in the 80s, 82 to 90 range. And then I think you had gotten it a few other times. And then it just boom, just jumped down, filled all the gaps, and $20, $30 right there. So came up and went back down. So I made money both ways. But overall negativo. American, uh, negative day today overall. Everything's kind of just negative. I'm surprised Nike is still holding up. It's still above $100. I see this eventually coming down. Uh, but I'm still surprised. Uh, it's above $100. This is kind of a little bit shocking to me. But hey. Meta, this has been the strong of the strong FANG stocks. This Microsoft, and it's still doing the damn thing. It's holding here. trying to hit that 500. Maybe when it hits it, maybe that's when it will finally come down. But it blew out all-time highs. It blew it literally out of the water. You have this 350 to 390, and it just blew it out of the water. So it's just a question of when is this going to drop? Um, if I had to guess, which is stupid because I've been wrong this whole time, I would say time it touched 499.98, and then it's gonna drop like a hot rock. It may even drop before then, but I, if I had the cojones, I would short it. But it's been one of the strong ones. Apple's been one of the muted ones. It may or may not have hit 52-week high. It looks like it did barely hit 52-week high. It looks like, yeah, so it looks like it did here. Like it just wicked up one day, and I don't even think it hit 200. It never really hit 200, it looks like, but then it started to come down. So this has been another muted FANG stock that really hasn't been doing too good, and a lot of people, because of what's going on with China and the government saying, hey, they can't do certain things now because TikTok's being banned here, so they want to retaliate with Apple. So a lot of people think this is going to come down. You have your 170 area. If it gets past this area, it can easily just tank. So watch out for this area, guys. If it gets, past this 170, you probably know it's going to keep going. And then that tells me if this keep going, hopefully that would be the impetus for things like Meta, um, and all the rest to go. Target, we know that's probably been coming up. It's going to keep coming up, like we said before, and we're going to get here. So this is on the incline. You can see that escalator right there. UPS, we don't trade that. Softy. This has been, of the FANG stocks, one of the very strong ones. It's consolidating just like Meta is. But as you can see, it got to the previous 52 week. This is not all time 54. This is not even 52 week. This is not even a year ago. Because this was new 52 week, then this became the new one. And now this is not even a year later, and it just blew past. So it hit the 52 week, and then it came down a little bit and just boom, consolidated, and boom, and now it's consolidating again. So it's doing the damn thing. It got past 400, and then it's just a question of will it come back down or not. It's very, very strong. Earnings, like all of the FANG stocks, are always going to be good because they're always going to be making money. But it's just a question of, do people want to take their money? Are they gonna, try for 450? That's a possibility. It's definitely a possibility. But that was one of the strong ones. Campbell. We moved Campbell to our first page. So with this, we got up to 45, and then we came back down to 42. So now we're waiting eventually to get to our 56. And we're just waiting for that. So yeah. Walmart, it did the split. Looks like it was what, a 3-1 split. Something like that. Um, and so it had some down days when it came back. That was the time to get in it. But overall, people, this thing is going to go up because people buy it more when it splits, even though it's the same price. But because they say, oh, it's cheaper, I can get more shares. It had very nice earnings, so I would suggest if you like Walmart, this was really nice here, but I would suggest you just get in it and just hold it. Wait till it gets to certain. It's already at highs now, uh, but it's gonna come back, and that's just how it's gonna be. Let's see if I can move this. Yeah, I can't move my thing. Um. Anyway, you know, just buy on the dips. Bank of America. Um. It's been improving, but it's a big bank. People are gonna go to the big banks, with the bank scare, even though Bank of America is the one that's killing them. They don't understand that. So they'll just go to Bank of America anyway. XOM, we're still in that 105 range. Nothing's really happening here. It's just, ooh, okay. Um, it's just kind of going back and forth. Uh, Looks like this is the third try. So let's see if we can bounce back up. I'd like us to bounce back up so then I could short this thing. Um, but yeah, um, you know, I'm a little bit scared to do it now. I wish I had did it when it was 120. But we came up and we took a nice nosedive here. So this was, easily over $1 for people if they were interested in it. Dix, oh, this looks like a big gap up. Uh, 177 over the past. Oh, Elisa. Hmm.
I told you we get up there.
So
I said it. Mm-hmm.
I gotta make my screen small to move it. Um, hmm. So yeah. So I don't know if this was a lie they were giving us or not, but this is definitely 52-week highs, and it's definitely doing the damn thing. And it's just like, I don't know, it has gone crazy. So we'll look at this in more detail when I have my 200-day and 50-day lines are available. Um, because I want to short it myself, but that's just me. But I tend to be a shorty.
I
Um,
put it on the notes, FYI.
Johnson and Johnson, I don't care about this. I'm probably gonna take it off the list. Um, what is Pfizer? Uh, I don't care about these. Mickey D, hard to buy. Is that right, Elisa?
You have to remember that it's a real estate company and the real estate market is kind of iffy right now. FYI.
Yeah, but they already own this. Yeah, it is due to come down based on this little chart here. If you can get it at 300, let it come down. It may not come as low here, but you can get out at 270. Put this on short at 300. That's for the people listening. Let's short it at 300 and have it come down, people. Uh, the chart doesn't lie. We didn't follow it before, but this looks nice. It can get into this time it hits 270. That's still a $30 run. You don't have to try to get it into here or try to get it down here. Just take the little $30 they give you and go with it. Um,
Yeah,
so
basically, yes, McDonald's is a restaurant, but it's more of a real estate because what they do is they buy the land and they have franchises, but the franchises have to pay them. to use kind of the property and the royalties of using this so-called land. And so land or real estate right now is losing some value. So that's why I believe this is gonna be going down a little bit.
All right, Carl, Avis. We know what the deal is here. It happened very quickly. Um, I was even a little bit shocked. So it's at 107. This may pump up a little bit. If you can afford to wait, buy it as it comes up because it will be under $100. Let's just remind people really quick. As you can see, um, and 2000
I'm negative this stock, but I just want to watch it.
this
So just buy one share so that you can have it in and watch it.
way under $100. Okay, before COVID, it was way under $100 in the 30s. Um, even in 2021, after things came back or whatever, it was still 80. So this thing is a way under $100 company. So um, it will, if it jumps back up, which it could do, because they have a lot of shares, they could say, "Oh, let's bring it up to 200, just get it, short it, and wait for it to come back down to under $100." Tesla, we know where that's at. We have that 160 mark. Everyone knows. So, uh, why is this? I don't know why. So until it gets there, don't worry about it. Coin, what you call it's been doing good. Bitcoin. So this is gonna come up. Um, I'm gonna try to be there for the crash when it starts to happen. Disney is back at 110. So for all you Disney lovers, congratulations. Um, Disney has kicked me in the groin several times, so I'm going to stay away. But it will be coming back. I do agree. Um, it's just that I feel that it did me wrong for so long that I don't even know if I just want to hold on to it. Boeing, I don't want to look at it till it gets to 180. And that's all I have. I'm not going to do any videos. We got about 6 minutes. So I'm just going to say I'm out. Alicia,
Sorry, I know you don't want to do a video, but can I show you like a little clip from the recap today as to why there is this theory that tomorrow is going to be a down day?
have at it.
Huh?
Have at it.
Okay, 1 second, please.
It's been raining all day here. It's just terrible. It's nasty out like crazy. And so I'm just like, I thought it was supposed to rain. I don't know, today into tomorrow, but it's just been since yesterday. It's been raining like nuts. So. But hey, that's that's New England weather. You get nearly 50-degree temperatures, and it's raining like nuts. All right, so
Right when you had that, so you knew the direction had changed because you didn't know if it was going to 150. That was a great buy on your part, buying it on that break.
A little bit.
There's a number of stocks that have that kind of rectangle that have been working. So one of them was XBI. That had that daily rectangle and waiting for that break above it. And so that's been one thing that's worked really well. But I thought real quick I'd tell you why I think we're going down tomorrow.
Are you talking about the overall market, or you're just talking?
Yeah.
Okay.
The overall market.
Yep, I'm here for that.
Okay. Well, the thing is that, you know, and I know I've mentioned this before. I think probably ad nauseum, probably most have fallen asleep from it. But basically, the 50-50 funds rebalance at the end of every month. So they're half stock, half bonds. The thing is, though, is that usually it's not that much of a divergence with bonds.
Okay.
Just isn't that much. This time it is, where you've had this massive rally up here. This is right here, February 1st, and you've had the massive sell-off of the bonds.
I see. So
the fund managers need to sell stocks and buy bonds.
Okay.
The bond market's gigantic, so the bonds don't have to go up, but the stocks, they can go down. But then you think about it, what are the fund managers loaded with? They're loaded with the big seven. So that's why today, I think you saw the big seven, or now let's say it's the big five, act the worst. And that's why you saw NVIDIA down 10, you saw SMCI down 34, and so on.
Wait a minute.
And
when
I
we're
think
talking
that's
about,
going to continue.
I think it could continue as well. But when we're talking about SMCI,
So that's the theory, that tomorrow is potentially going to be a down day because they're going to be do like a calibration type of thing. I think he talks about it for a little bit more.
It's been a negative all week, so it would surprise me if it continues to be so. This has been so far the real only negative week in recent memory. I think the only negative week in 2024, really. So yeah, I can remember. So I hope it continues. I think we need to reset. I'm looking
Yes.
for
So let me, yes, I think I agree with him. I think he says a little bit.
down $34. That's like someone sneezed and just hit the buy key instead of the sell key, and the next thing you know, you're moving that stock $30. So I don't think we really got the pullback at all yet, Chris. I think there's disaster potentially if NVIDIA loses that 750, and if we start to go down. And we've talked about, I know you're sort of, you look at.
So yeah, we only have 2 minutes, but basically that's all I wanted to say and throw that out there for us and our folks that listen to us. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
All right. Peace out.
I took some notes. I'm going to send it to you. Bye.
Peace.